Do you believe in gnomes, elves, or even leprechauns?
I believe in Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms?
Well, how about goblins or trolls, Ben?
Well, man, what should we call these things? I mean, they have so many different names.
Dude, you're forgetting dwarves. I'm waiting for Gimli to jump out of one of these videos with a battle axe and start swinging at Legolas.
So I thought this was appropriate. I have my Irish shirt. I am Irish.
Hey, I'm Irish too.
Yeah, we are.
25%.
Me too, 25%.
All right.
That's pretty cool. So in this video, we're gonna get to the bottom of whether these little people actually exist. So sit back, grab some Lucky Charms, and get ready for the top 5 gnomes caught on tape. Welcome to Edge of Wonder. I'm your host, Ben.
And I'm Rob. So in Iceland, actually, these little guys are called huldufólk, meaning hidden folk.
Right, in most Scandinavian countries, they have tons of names for them. You know, I never believed in these. In fact, I just thought they were all fairy tales. But speaking of Iceland, in the early 2000s, I started listening to one of my favorite bands, Sigur Rós. And one of their songs is called Starlafol. I think I just completely butchered that one. But anyway, the song is about the lead singer, Jansi, and how when he was a boy, he experienced seeing an elf staring at him in his room when he woke up in the middle of the night. And he was super scared, and the elf just kind of jumps out the window at this point. So they wrote a song about it.
Yeah, so actually I've been to Iceland. Yeah,
right.
and the people there are like super nice. But if you talk to anyone from Iceland, like outside of the city areas, everyone seems to have stories or like knows something about someone who's seen one of these little guys that like live in their little rocks and stuff.
Right, I was really surprised about that too.
And in Sweden, actually, there's a 900-year-old statue of a gnome. These things have been seen for a really long time. This isn't just something that, like, you know, people are talking about now, right?
Right, even The Simpsons had them in one of their episodes.
Well, that does it then. It's gotta be real.
Right.
Check. All drivers must be over the age of 20.
All right, well then let's get started. Number 5. Little girl freaks out after seeing an elf in her home in Mexico. So Ben and I have been professional photographers, and we're both looking at these from different angles here.
Right, right. And this one's interesting because of the little girl's reaction. It seems to be more genuine, but why is the gnome wearing what appears to be a pink party birthday hat?
Well, Ben, I think it wanted to make sure it was ready for the party.
I guess so. I mean, but the problem is this video is so low quality, it's just hard to analyze anything in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my own theory on this one, though. It wasn't the little girl that was screaming, but the family chihuahua with the pink hat on.
So what do you think, Rob? Do you think this is real, or would you say fake?
I mean, to me, this one is just so fake. And on top of that, it's just not legit due to the quality being so bad. So I have a hard time believing that this is like an actual sighting of a gnome. It seems kind of set up to me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say fake too, just because aside from the pink hat, it seems to be wearing a Hawaiian shirt, and I bet $1 million it's never been to Hawaii.
Maybe there are gnomes in Hawaii. Let's travel a little bit. So number 4 is Scottish father records gnome on the side of his home.
Susan! Look out the back window! There's a wee man! Susan! Susan! It's there! I've got it in camera! It's moving! This man ran away! Susan! Come here! Come here!
So I'm not much of a graphic artist, so when I first saw this, I thought for sure it was real, but there's one thing that does bother me about this one.
Yeah, dude, this one just screams fake to me.
No, man, I think it's screaming, Susan! Susan!
It does sound like that.
Susan! Susan!
Okay, the reason why I think this is fake is just because it's terrible CGI. It looks like extremely exaggerated animation, and also the gnome dropping his hat.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such a nice touch, like just too perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
So to me, this is the deciding factor in this.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. But again, why would anyone fake this?
Why not? Dude, really, like, sometimes people just want attention. It's not about money, it's just about getting something to go viral and then seeing how people like use what you made and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play the bagpipes on this one. This one's fake.
Number 3, gnomes scaring kids playing with a ball in their home in Mexico. Mexico again? All right, well, this one is kind of interesting just because the kids' reactions seem so genuine. I mean, they're really like screaming here and freaking out.
Yeah, but why are these all such low quality? And why little Nordic gnomes dressed like they're Nordic in Mexico?
I don't know. All of these that I found, most of them were in Mexico.
To me, this one is fake. The reason why is because the way the gnome is moving. So actually the shadow looks pretty darn real though. Like that was the only thing in this that was keeping me questioning, is because when the little thing jumps, I'm like fake, fake, fake. But then if you look at that shadow, the way that it sticks with it and how it moves, it just looks really real. Yeah, but he kind of like jumps out with his hands down like, what up y'alls, I'm here. And his movement across there like isn't really that real looking.
You know what? He must be a gnome boy. You know, get it? Instead of a homeboy.
Dude, it sounds like a joke someone's dad would make.
Okay, I got another one for you. What do you call a psychic gnome who just broke out of prison?
Oh man, you're killing me. I don't know what.
Okay, get this. Ready? A small, medium, at large.
Dude, that is so bad. Like, I'm embarrassed for you and all gnome kind.
Gnome kind.
Can we please move on?
All right, let's go on. Number 2, gnome spotted coming out of bushes in Argentina.
Que pica gorro, parece, mira, boludo. Que chota ese, boludo. Mira, que puta.
So, to me, this one actually looks legit. It actually looks like someone sneaking out of the bushes, like, you know, the way he's sidestepping a little bit.
Sure.
Like, it really, to me.
Well, again, the quality is so bad, but this was taken on a cell phone about 9 years ago.
Okay,
so
that
probably
actually makes sense, right? So
yeah.
the more I see this one, actually the more real that it seems, but of course you never know.
Right, so I found the original post, and the problem is the guy has 2 videos of this shot on 2 different angles. Yeah, that's kind of why people were saying online that this could be set up, but at the same time, but they literally look scared. Like they're generally like freaking out in the videos. What do you guys think? I'm calling for fake, but let's go for our number 1 video now. Goblin runs across the kitchen floor. The interesting thing about this one is that there's a lot more information about it than the others that we've seen so far. So this again happened in Mexico. The child's name is Benjamin, and the mother claims that this was true. And well, and since the child's name has the same name as mine,
then it must be true. This is the most talked about online.
So a lot of the people are saying that the reflections don't really match up, but you know, I actually disagree about
And
this.
so do I. I mean, the way that the light hits and how the shadows projected onto the floor tells me that this could very much be real. You have to be really good to get this right. I just don't think anyone who doesn't have a solid training would really be able to pull it off.
Yeah, the other thing that other people are saying that's kind of suspicious is the fact that the mother jumps down to film it instead of grabbing her child like out of the way, which most people are saying, well, if you saw this thing, wouldn't your first instinct be pull your child out of the way so it doesn't get hurt?
I mean, that baby could have like fell on that thing and killed it. So I'm not sure that that would be necessarily a worry. I mean,
or like grab it and eat it, like
It's like a drumstick. Yeah. And you know, a baby is slobbering
put it in
all
its
over.
mouth. Poor gnome.
But you know, like even the way that she reacts is really surprised, and the way the baby turns around to look.
It's true.
It's just really, really real looking. So if somebody did fake this, like kudos to you, but I'm going with real on this one.
Yeah, I completely agree as well. I think this one is genuinely true.
In either case, this one's the most interesting and realistic, which is why we chose it as number 1. So what do you guys think of these videos? Real or fake?
Let us know what you think of our top 5 examples of gnomes.
Elves, goblins, dwarves, or whatever you want to call them.
Okay, I think they get it. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more great content on unexplained phenomena, life, and our wondrous universe.
Until then, we'll see you guys
On the edge of gnome kind. Gnome kind, get it?
You're such a grandpa, dude. What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm just gonna eat my cereal.
3 of his friends who went to Ireland, quite intoxicated. One of them disappears. Eventually they get back to the hotel room, and their friend is in the hotel room. He's scratched up. They're like, dude, what happened to you? And he goes, guys, I caught a leprechaun. It's in the closet. So they open the closet, and a midget comes running out, makes a break for the door. Long story short, midget pressed charges.